Hey, just for the record, I just did a job interview, virtual job interview, but it's just the first round, and so I have another job interview that I have to do tomorrow. And this is something I've noticed is that like of the three jobs that basically every job, most job that I have ever gotten, I do not do good at a job interview when I'm face to face with the person in real life. But if I have a virtual job interview, I tend to pass it, which basically means like I guess I'm used to doing like camera communication, and so but boy, like basically it seems like in general, if my first meeting at a job interview is just face to face with a stranger in real life over a table, I don't tend to get the job. But if it's some kind of like phone thing or like a virtual thing, I can kind of do better because I think I get like super nervous in like real life for the first meeting, especially if it's like face to face over a table. And so basically, I've just noticed that it's just what's the point? Well, I still have to pass like another view tomorrow, but I have to keep reminding myself. I have this voice in my head that says, "Oh, I'm too weird. Like nobody's ever gonna hire me again." But I have to remind myself that I did get two jobs over the last 2 months. Like I got hired at two places, but the jobs they didn't turn out to be right for me. But dude, if I get this next job, whatever it is, I'm just gonna keep the job. I'm gonna be grateful for a job. I'm so ready to just go to a job for 40 hours a week and just be a normal like person with a job. I'm so tired of this room. I gotta get the fuck out of here. It's really and I have to have like a paycheck, and so I'm just gonna try to like stay motivated. I have another interview tomorrow, and all I'm gonna do is like focus on this interview. I'm gonna keep applying to other jobs. It's just all day, every day. I'm just applying jobs until I get a job. When I get a job, I'm just gonna keep the job, and I'm just no more like messing around anymore. Anyway, so what am I doing? I want to basically like I'm trying to motivate myself to stay hopeful and positive. Because I've just been in this room. It feels like a dungeon for basically like too long. I gotta get a job. Anyway, I'm just gonna try to count. I'm trying to stay motivated here. What's if I'm making $19 an hour? What does that translate to dollars per hour in take home pay? Take home pay in like California in 2026, roughly, like $16 an hour.
At $19 an hour, here is the breakdown of what that translates to in.
All right, so it's basically $16 an hour. Okay, so if I get $16 an hour, let's say it's 16 times 40, and it'll probably be a little more than 4 days a week, but just rounding down, let's say it's something like that. Like, let's say I get $2,560. So the main thing right off the bat, is I have to get dermal filler and Botox. The main reason is like I'm melting. That's my main motivation for getting a job. Is just I need to. There's like I'm old enough now that I need regular maintenance things to basically like I'm gonna need like basic things like dental care and like medical care as I get older. What's the point? Basically, after like 45, it's just not cool to like not have a job anymore. I need like dental care and shit like that. And so, but the main thing is like before I need like dental care, I gotta relax. I'm getting all like crazy. Anyway, the main thing is I just need, I want dermal filler and Botox. And so I'm trying to like tell myself like, come on, Sean, hang in there. The future is bright. Let's keep a job for a number of years. So if I say, get the point, Sean. So like, I want to get dermal filler and Botox. Specifically, I want to get it at like a so-so plastic surgery place that I've been to before. It's not like top notch, but it's not crappy. And so what I want to do is I want to get dermal filler in my mad line so I don't look angry all the time. And then I want to kind of like Botox my forehead and maybe my crow's feet, but mostly just my forehead. And actually not even my crow's feet. And then I want to dermal filler my nasolabial folds. And then I want to dermal filler my lips so that they don't look so like old and disappeared. And then I want a dermal filler of my marionette line, and maybe a little bit around the bags under my eyes, and and then yeah, that's basically it. So what do you think that's going to cost? And then if I'm like saving like $1,500 or $2,000 of my pay per month for that, how long before I can actually do that? I'm trying to stay motivated.
Estimated cost breakdown. At a standard mid-tier.
So 2 to 3 months. So so that's kind of like what I'm thinking is like, I'm gonna let my hair grow out. I just want to like, I'm like too deteriorated. It's not cool anymore. I just want to like not look old and ugly. That's my main. I said that like a year ago. A year ago, I was making a video where I'm just like, dude, I'm too old to stand it. It's not cool, and I hate it. And so I'm just like, I just want to work out, and I just want to like not look so old and ugly. And it's just not possible without like some amount of money. Get the point. And so that's kind of what I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna grow my hair out, and I'm just gonna get dermal filler and Botox, something like that, for like the rest of my life. So that's one thing I'm gonna do. I have to like grow my hair out too, because I look like an old man. I need like nice hair, and I need to like probably dye my hair a bit. I need maintenance. I need like stuff. Anyway, so okay, so I'm just gonna get dermal filler and Botox for like the rest of my life. I'm gonna work out like 5 days a week. What else? I gotta like prepare for old age. Also, it's good to have like a physical social job. I'm tired of like sitting indoors all day, isolated. What else? Then the other thing I wanted to get is veneers. So I got 6 Lumineer veneers at a really good doctor in Cupertino like 10 years ago. I'd like to go to the same doctor or a similar quality doctor. And I want to get my lower teeth. Like I have like these like little tiny ugly baby teeth on my lower teeth. My upper teeth, my lower teeth are all like they're all filed down and small, and I can't stand it. And so I want to have like basically I want to have like 4 to 6 lower veneer lumineers on my lower teeth. How much does that cost? And then like how much would if I'm saving like $1,500 or $2,000 every month for that after 3 months, and I can get dermal filler and Botox, how long would I have to save money to get 4 to 6 decent lumineers or veneers on my lower teeth?
For a set of 4 to 6 lower veneers, you are looking at a significant investment. Based
Conservative estimate, if you aim for 6, it will take you roughly 8 to 10 months. So basically like, so if I'm getting dermal filler, I'm going to get dermal filler and Botox basically like every 6 to 9 months for like the rest of my life. And then I'm going to probably get some kind of like extra thing. I don't know what it'll be. Something like that. Some kind of like Lumineer veneer type thing that might be like a little more expensive once a year. Like there'll be something else I want to get like that later. So maybe that'll just be like a thing that I do regularly. So basically I can do some kind of like I can do dermal filler Botox maintenance, and then I can do some kind of like once a year look less ugly type thing. If I have a job, if I'm saving like $1,500 a month with my $19 an hour full-time job, is that true? All right, so that's kind of like all I'm gonna.
Yes, that math works out. Saving $1,500.
So that's all I'm gonna do. Like I just basically it's good for me just to get out of the house and go like do something, because it's just like I'm just sitting in here languishing, and I'm tired of like art. I can't justify doing art anymore because it's all being done by machines now, and it's just it's not good to just be isolated in here. I'm getting like weird and like antisocial and kind of creepy, and so it's good to just kind of be like among people. Like the job I'm applying for, it's like a stocking shelves job, and that's like actually kind of the perfect job for me, because it's nice to like be among people, but just doing some kind of physical thing where I'm not like talking to people a lot, because I am kind of like a nervous, kind of like squirrely person, and that doesn't really come off good. Like basically, if I'm doing like a lot of human interaction, people don't seem to like dealing with me for long periods of time. So basically, it's good to just kind of have like a quick thing where I can sort of help somebody and be like, cool, I'm glad I could help you. And just kind of like occasional human interaction, but mostly just physical tasks. Physical tasks among people is like, that's the kind of job I should do, because I don't want to just be like in some basement alone doing some kind of like isolated thing. It's too depressing. And so, anyway, but also I don't want to do like, I wouldn't do well in something that's like super social, like a salesperson where I have to talk to somebody for like hours. That's not going to be good for anybody. And so anyway, all right, that's pretty much all I have to say. Here, I'm trying to stay motivated. I was thinking before, like, I should get a motorcycle and I should do jujitsu. I'm not going to do any of that. No more like, dangerous, like 20-year-old type, like show off stuff. I'm basically going to try to think of myself as like an old man who needs maintenance. And I'm going to sort of like, I'm not going to do any jujitsu. I'm not going to do any like, motorcycle risk taking, dangerous stuff, because I'm like 46 years old. It's time to like, not do that sort of childish show off stuff. Anyway, what else? But I do want to like not look like shit. What else can I do? Like, let's say that I have a full-time job, and every year I want to do, like, can you give me some kind of like regimen where like every year, if I have a full-time job and I have money to spend on myself, what are some other things besides like lumineers or veneers, besides like a nose job, besides like a facelift, besides like hair transplants? What are some other things that I could do like once a year, similar cost to veneers, to like just basically like not look like an old creepy guy? I just want to like, I don't want to be horrified by aging. That's my main thing that makes me happy. It's just, I don't want to look like really old and ugly. What else can I do? Give me like 10 other cosmetic enhancements that just like I could do for a similar cost as like 6 veneers, to like just look more pretty and look better and not look like a ugly old man. That's really what makes me happy, is just not looking like shit. And it's hard at this age.
To address your goal of aging with
So you can do micro needling. It's weird with like men, because what's more, it's not weird with men. When I listen to Joe Rogan, he makes it sound like all of this stuff is for like weird gay guys or pansies. Bullshit. I think Joe Rogan, he kind of should look a lot better than he currently looks. I don't like all that like rugged, like, I'm a man, I don't care. Wrinkles, they give you character. I hate all that. I want to be pretty. I want to look not ugly. And so it's which one? Like I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I don't want to look like fucking like fake Michael Jackson or something. Which point? I'll figure it out. But basically, I should look into these things. It's like laser resurfacing, micro needling, chemical peels. Yeah, sure. I'll look into those. All therapy. These are non-invasive ultrasound treatments that target the deep layer. Radio frequency microneedling. Sculptra aesthetic. Unlike filler that adds volume immediately, Sculptra is a biostimulator that works over time to force your body to produce its own collagen. Huh, cool. I'll look into that. Jaw neckline liposuction. Oh god, liposuction. Upper eye lift. Oh yeah. I might need something like that. Hand rejuvenation. Ugh. I really want to avoid anything where they have to like cut. The cutting stuff is like fucking scary. Cutting and breaking bones. I don't want to do like a nose job or anything like that. Anyway, I'll figure it out. But anyway, long story short, if I'm 46 years old and like let's say that on my 47th birthday I get 6 veneers, then on my 48th birthday there's something I can get like once a year, like these procedures to sort of combat aging, to like, you know, if aging after 5 years takes me from like a 5, if on a scale of 1 to 10, let's say right now I'm a 5, let's say that after, you know, through 5 years I'm going to go down to a 4. If I do like a bunch of little procedures once a year, maybe that can keep me at like a 5, at least for my age. What do you think? That's what I'm really interested in. Also, I'm tired of like not being able to like just say this. I feel like nobody else like talks about this. It seems like shameful for a man to be like, I want to be beautiful, or I just don't want to look like some ugly, disregarded old man. And so I don't know. I'm just gonna be honest. It's like that's what I like. I want to be. I want to look. I want to look young and beautiful, but I can't. But that's what I like. That's I just don't want to look ugly. So it's fine. I'm just gonna fucking I'm just gonna stay it, and just, even if it never gets me women, or women don't like me anymore, cool. I don't care. I'll just give me the fucking, let me look in the mirror and not be like horrified. Yeah. I'm tired of like trying to be like manly. I listen to all this like Jocko podcast and like,
That strategy is a very realistic way to.
I listen to this macho shit and they say, don't be a pussy. What are you, some kind of gay guy? Women don't like men who are overly concerned about their appearance. Cool, then I don't need women. I don't care. I tried to be like macho the last like 3 years and be like, oh, I do jujitsu. It didn't get me any women. So I'm like, fuck it. Even if this gets me no women, it'll at least make me feel good. That's what I'm about now. I basically want to transition in my head to being like, forget trying to like, I don't even really necessarily want to make these videos anymore. Forget trying to like appeal to somebody else who's going to like make me happy. I'm just going to make myself happy. I'm just going to be, I don't care if anybody likes me anymore at all. I'm just like, all right, Sean, let's just please myself. What pleases myself? Not looking ugly and just being among people, not being lonely, and just working out, taking care of my dogs, not feeling like a fucking low life bum, having a job, having dental care, and just like not feeling like some old dying guy. That's what I want. Okay, so we're gonna figure that out. Anyway, and I don't care if anybody likes it. I don't care if I'm heroic. Whatever, I'm a pussy. Who cares? I don't care. I just want to do what I want. Anyway, the strategy is very realistic. Anyway, the math, holding the line, the no intervention baseline. Collagen production drops by about 1% every year after your mid-20s. Bone, oh god, this is so awful. Bone resorption in the jaw face accelerates as you head towards 50, and the skin elasticity decreases. Without help, gravity and volume loss compound. The interventional baseline, by layering maintenance Botox fillers every 6 to 9 months with a high impact annual intervention like veneers, laser surfacing, microneedling. I'm kind of interested in all these things. Is Sculptra. Hey, you say that people lose like 1% of collagen after their 20s or something, and then it can accelerate when they get towards 50. Does this like Sculptra aesthetic and radio frequency microneedling and all therapy, does that kind of combat it? Can you kind of like get more collagen from those things?
Yes, you have hit on the exact reason these.
Out of those 3 things that I mentioned, all therapy or radio frequency microneedling or Sculptra aesthetic, the biosimulator, which of those is the best at like restoring collagen, basically not making you look less old?
When it comes to
I've never even heard of this. Is Sculptra aesthetic a new thing? I've never heard of it, but I haven't gotten like plastic surgery stuff in like 10 years or something like that.
No, Sculptra is definitely not a new fad. It has a long established track record in aesthetics. It was originally approved by the FDA way back.
How much does it cost? Like, and is it something you do like once every 9 months or a year? Does it work right away?
It looks like you didn't mention.
Sculptra, like, how much does it cost? How often do you get it? What's the procedure? Do you need to like not go to work for a few days afterwards?
Sculptra is a powerful investment in your health.
All right, so it is a series of injections into the deep dermis of the areas needing structural support: cheeks, temples, jawline. It feels similar to other injectables, a bit of pinching or pressure, but it takes a bit longer as the doctor maps out the areas to build your scaffold. Frequency, you don't need it every few months. Once you complete the initial series, 2 to 3 sessions spaced weeks apart, the result can last up to 2 years. Most people go back for maintenance treatments once every, so I'll do that too. It was like, so basically it's like Restylane. It's injectable filler stuff, but it's for things like the cheeks or something like that, instead of like the lips or marionette lines.
It is very similar.
Is Voluma or Voluma similar to Sculptra? Is it something you put into your cheeks or something like that?
What is Voluma? Juvet?
What's better for making you look younger and better? Sculptra or Voluma?
Better. Really.
Yeah, I don't like that hollow look. It says, you are playing the long game. You want to age gracefully and prevent the hollow look that happens as we hit our 50s. You aren't in a rush to look different tomorrow, but you want to look better in 6 months. You want natural, non-filled skin. Because Sculptra makes your body grow its own collagen, the results looks like you, just a younger. So do both. So basically do both. Sculptra is some kind of like long-term investment where you can combat the hollow, like dead guy look that you might get at 50, but it takes a while to kick in. So the thing to do is do both. Get dermal filler, Restylane, Voluma injectables, and then also do Sculptra for long-term, look more natural like you when you were younger type thing. All right, that's what I'm gonna do.
Exactly. You've got the strategy nailed down perfectly. Think of it as